Righto, first things first. Happy Friday. Man, I have been a little bit stressed out lately. I'm pretty sure I've said it the last couple of videos, guys. Like, I haven't been fishing for months. I think I've literally fished maybe 3 times in the last 2 months, or maybe 2.5 months. As I said, I've had lots of other stuff going on, but I was supposed to be fishing tomorrow and this weekend down in Grafton. I was going to head down there and start pre-fishing for a tournament, but my boat is still not ready. I was supposed to be finishing my boat last weekend. However, putting the gunnel rubber on and stuff didn't really go to plan. I was kind of worried about the new rubber. It wasn't an exact match from the old rubber, but it was the best that we could find. So I'm gonna have to get the old man to help me and see if he can come up with a better way than I can to sort of put this on. So good old dad to the rescue. But so that will be this weekend. So we're pushing Grafton off until the following weekend, which is probably good. I still need to see my mate Duff Man, Anthony Duff, who I usually crash at his pad down there. He lives right on the Clarence River, so that is perfect for me. He's my mate in the crash pad when I go down there. But yeah, so that pretty much means this weekend is out from fishing again. And I think it is honestly stressing me out beyond belief. Like, fishing is my release. Fishing is what I do to calm down. And I think I've been in some sort of overly stressed, mentally tired state this entire year. I think it's just a combination of not fishing and doing all this YouTube stuff. It takes a lot of time and a lot of sleepless nights trying to edit these videos and get them uploaded and scheduled to let you guys be involved in my life and doing what I love to do. And I love involving you guys, and I love you guys to jump and well, to come along for the journey. Really, that's what it was all about. That's why I started this channel. There's a lot of guys that I know have YouTube channels for this sort of stuff here in Australia, but I kind of follow it more like the Americans do, and just make a bit of a thing about it, right? Like a bit of a theme, bit of a theatrical sort of thing to it, and I love it. And I the people that watch my channel I know also love it, so that's cool. It means I'm doing something right. But it's very stressful, especially when I don't have my release to go fishing. Stressing me out because I'm trying to get content for you guys that isn't just me sitting on my bum here talking about fishing and tackle and stuff like that. Like, I want to take you guys out in the boat with me. I want to show you how to use lures, and I want to show you guys how to catch fish and how I catch fish. But to do that, I need a working boat, and kind of out of action still at the moment. So until then, I'm going to stress less because it's Friday, guys. If you haven't cracked a beer, cracked into a bourbon, or hey, I don't know, drink a cruiser. That seems to be the new the new thing. I think my brother's gone to cruises because everything else is too expensive. So hey, whatever your poison is, cheers to that. Right, wouldn't be Friday without me vape. I think I'm still sucking down a bit of a grape, so it is this is a stress-free zone, right? Right now, stress-free zone. So if you guys are stressed, stop stressing! You're stressing me out. And I'm getting stressed, so chill. I'm going a little bit psychotic. But yeah, that's my weekend. Giveaway last weekend or last week to Bill Latimer. That's awesome. I sent that off to you yesterday or the day before. I don't know, everything seems to be one giant long day. That's my week, it's just one endless day, but you should be getting them soon, bro, so congratulations on that. Thank you to everyone that got involved in that. That's cool. There's really not much to talk about. I think the biggest thing, and I've come into a realization that I am not going to be able to fish the first round of ABT, and that is also weighing on me quite heavily because I've always made it a thing when even when I was a non-boater, a co-angler, which I actually won. I came first in a round, my first year as a co-angler on the Clarence, which is where we're heading to down in Grafton. And that was when I actually won Angler of the Year. My very first year as co-angler, very first year fishing competitively, and I managed to get a first place and Angler of the Year. So to date, that's been my best results. As a pro, my best results have been third. That was actually on the Richmond River. How's this? I've got all these river events that I've done really well in, and like, I struggle with rivers, guys. Like, I'm a dam boy. I'm a pond boy. I struggle on rivers because there's too much to cover. I don't know how to fish the tides for bass very well. I've got a simple understanding, but compared to the river guys and the brim guys that are used to those conditions, they usually hit it out of the park. So strangely enough, I'm actually doing well. But getting back to the point, I've always made it a massive part of me when I first started fishing tournaments is that I would never miss a round of ABT, of the Australian Bass Tournaments, because to me, if you fish these tournaments and you want to progress to the level in which I want to progress to, you make that your career. Like the guys over in America, which is the level that I'm trying to get to, like, they don't just take a tournament off. They make every tournament because they have to. That's part of the deal. So I fish that way here. And it's a really big, important thing to me that I do. However, ABT is starting on a different date this year, and I don't know, for those of you that know what CMC is, for those of you that don't, it's just a massive country music festival. I love my country music, and I know some of you are saying, oh, you're missing a tournament for a country music festival. I am, but I don't have a choice. To buy tickets for CMC, they come out not quite a year, but the best part of 6 months to a year in front of when the festival is. And if you don't buy them then, they get sold out. Same with camping, so you have to be on it straight away. Unfortunately, I am at CMC, which goes for like 4 days. I think I'm there for 4 or 5 days. That actually runs over the weekend of the very first tournament of ABT at the end of March this year. So that has sort of hit me hard. I didn't really have a choice, you know, between tickets and camping, which I've already paid for, which are non-refundable. It's the best part of $1,000. So I'm stuck. If it was me buying tickets now, then there's no way that I'd be going to the music festival. I'd be going to my fishing. Because to me, Angler of the Year within ABT goes off your best 4 rounds. We have 6 rounds, like 6 qualifying rounds in the ABT Bass Pro calendar. Angler of the Year goes off your best 4, which I've always had a problem with. It's just the rules. It's been like that for a long time, maybe even ever. I know I can definitely say for a long time, I don't know if it's always been that way, but I think to me, it really should be every single round. It's like guys fishing in Bassmaster or guys fishing in the FLW Pro Series. It's not Angler of the best 4 rounds, it's not Angler of these couple of rounds, it's Angler of the Year, which takes into account every single tournament. So I've always fished like that and made it imperative that I fish every single tournament, because that's just me. If I do something, I do it 100%. I don't half-ass it. And I know there's guys that fish the tournaments for fun, that might fish 1 or 2 rounds. That's great. That's you know, they're doing them, which is fine. But to me, I'm fishing it like an American pro. That's the way that I'm trying to build my career on. I've got those core values at hand. So for me, I fish every round because to me, every round matters. And I make that such a big point. So to miss the first round, and especially being on Lake Sinclair in basically summer, you know, you got a hot bite, so it's a great time to be at Lake Sinclair. it's still up in the air whether it's actually going to be at Lake St Clair. I know Lake St Clair's sitting at around 30%, or at least low 30s now after all that rain that we've had. If it is unsafe and the dam levels are too low, I believe that ABT was going to move it to the Hunter River. If that happened, I'm on the fence of whether it actually will. I think they've had enough rain down there. I've had a couple of mates go down and fish Lake St Clair recently, and it's gonna struggle. If you've got a 60+ boat field, which is what we've had on St Clair the last couple of years and the last couple of tournaments, Lake St Clair is not one of the biggest lakes that we fish on, and the problem is in this drought with the dam sitting at 30%, you got a lot of the feeder creeks, the two arms, the Carrabrook and the Fallbrook, they're very shallow and very dry. So you've got limited places where 60+ anglers can actually fish without fishing on top of each other. So therein lies its own set of challenges and battles and overcrowding on a lake. So, I mean, to me, I would really like to see the event move to the Hunter River for a couple of reasons. Number one, for my own personal gain, because Lake St Clair is my favourite dam to fish. Every year is my favourite dam to fish. And the last 3 times I've fished there, I've had 3 top 10s. So I'm good there, I'm very comfortable at fishing there, and I really love fishing there. So for me, not only missing an ABT round, but missing a round on my favourite lake, that's a big dent into my AOY calendar, because that's one less tournament that I've got to get really good points to hopefully take out Angler of the Year. So that's stressing me out. But if it moves to the Hunter River, as I said, I'm not a massive fan of fishing for our bass in rivers. I just don't do it enough. I don't get the opportunity enough. And I like my dam. So if it was moved to the Hunter River, to me, it would not be such a massive loss, because I will back myself on dams over rivers any day. So if it gets moved to a river and I miss that river round, to me, it will help me deal mentally with, okay, I might not have done that great on that river anyway, especially if it means I'm not having to miss fishing on my favourite dam that I may actually do pretty well on. It might just ease the whole stressful situation that this is. So that's still up in the air. It's going to be decided in the next, well, really the next week, I would imagine, because the first tournament is literally only 3 weeks away, so, or around 3.5 or whatever weeks away. So the decision should probably be dropping any day now. I think a lot of people are sort of sitting on the edge just wondering where it's going to be so they can get down and pre-fish. You know, ABT, we have a blackout period, we've got a pre-fish ban. We can't fish where that tournament is within 2 weeks of the tournament. So a lot of the guys, including myself, usually get down there to fish on that last weekend 2 weeks prior to the tournament. So that's the closest time. So hopefully the fish are still roughly basically doing what they're doing and in the same places 2 weeks prior to the tournament as what they would be doing in the tournament. So we try and get down there, and it's a good little catch up. But that's all on the fence, and I'm a little bit stressed. So, but for me, my first tournament will actually be round 2, which is down on the Clarence River. Clarence River wasn't very nice to me last year. I had electric problems with my Minn Kota that cost me a lot of time. But I struggled to put a plan together. I fished that over a couple of weekends, and fish were very scattered. I know the drought played a massive part because I hadn't had rain, so the river was actually not flowing. The river has actually dropped. The river had dropped, and it's a big river. So that just goes to show you how bad the drought had affected the Clarence. They've had a lot of rain there. So this is, again, it's going to fish very different, because for the last couple of years of basically no rain, now we've had this massive influx of rain and flooding and flushing everything out of the system. It's anyone's ball game again. So it's going to be interesting. Clarence River is always up and down for me. I do like it. I actually do like the river system a lot more than the Richmond River. But I did pretty well on the Richmond River last year, so I'm not going to complain. I beat Mr. Joseph Urquhart on his home lake, which I had to remind him about this week. So Joey, if you're watching this, just so you know, I whipped your ass on your home river. And that's payback, because I've got some special deliveries that I got Joey to send me up this week. I got a couple of these buzz baits that actually did me quite well. I don't know if that's going to focus for you. Check that out. They are the Valley Hill, I think Valley Hill, Whiplash, I don't know. Yeah, Valley Hill. So Valley Hill's a brand, they're called Whiplash buzz baits. Caught a few really good fish on them on the Richmond. Joey loves them. I love fishing a buzz bait because it's power fishing. It's my type of fishing. I love it. I'm not a massive fan of surface, but I can power fish these, and power fishing is my favourite style of fishing. And the quality of these buzz baits, like, they are phenomenal. Really, really good. Everything I've seen from the Valley Hill range that Joey and Westy have brought into Australia are really, really top quality. They're phenomenal. So if you guys want any more information on those Whiplash buzz baits, or any of the other baits that Valley Hill have, you can jump over to tacklelane.com.au and check them out, or you can hit Joseph Urquhart up on Facebook and shoot him a message and ask him some question about some of the Valley Hill range. They do spinner baits, they do buzz baits, they do plastics, they do spoons. So they've got a the lipless cranks, the LV, I don't know, there's a number, LV800, I'm probably making stuff up, but I know the LV part. It's basically a lipless crank with a little sort of Colorado blade on the front. Actually might even be like a willow blade. Anyway, I don't know. Joey loves it. But, payback, Joey, because the people who know me know that I hate so much getting my name misspelt, because it happens all the time. My name is Keeghan. For some reason, everywhere seems to spell it a different way every single time. And I got this in my mail from Joey. Keeghan. Keeghan Painter. Kergahn. Thanks, Joey. I actually forgot completely that I asked Joey for these, and I was like, who is this idiot that has spelt my name so completely wrong? Joey. Thanks, man. So happy. So, yeah, I had to rub it in that I whipped his ass in his home river on the Richmond River last year. So that was, must have been a little bit bittersweet. But yeah, that's the deal. I'm very stressed, missing round one, but next week I should be leaving. I'll film here on Friday, and I will leave straight after I film this next Friday, and I will be shooting down to the Clarence River. That's if everything works out with my boat this weekend. I've got to finish it, and hopefully I can film another Friday thing down from Duffman's Lounge, and I can introduce you to Mr. Anthony Duff down on the Clarence River in Grafton, which would be pretty cool. We can move the Friday Lounge somewhere else. That'd be pretty sweet. So that's the plan. I really hope it works out. I need to get my ass out and fish. I'm literally going stir crazy. But this video is getting a little bit long. I'm waffling on, but that's basically where I'm at. So spinner baits, buzz baits, spoons, plastics, Valley Hill, tacklelane.com.au, Joseph Urquhart, check it out. Beer time, before we wrap this up. I'll go through next week my subscribers and stuff like that. This video is getting a little bit too long. I needed to get out to you guys how I was feeling about missing the first round, so we'll bring up the subscribers and stuff next week, and we'll just double up. But that's where I'm at. So I I'm torn, but I don't have a choice, and that's just where I'm at. So round 1 is a write-off for me. Hopefully won't be Lake Sinclair, hopefully will be the Hunter River, don't know. But round 2 will be my round 1 on the Clarence River. But yeah, we've got another video that will be dropping that I'm actually filming what I'll be doing to my boat. Extended my casting deck, put a little step box in there with a couple cup holders, glove box, gunner rubber going back on, Minn Kota, all of that cool fun stuff, putting some lights on it, making it look pretty tricky. But yeah, so I got another video dropping, that's coming. I've been filming last weekend. So, we've got some stuff coming down the line, but right now, at this point in time, it's a little bit chill, right? It's a little bit of a down vibe. I've got too much stuff going on, so nothing is actually happening. But hopefully when I'm at my boat, I can start filming some more fishing videos, because I know that's what you guys want to see, and I know that's what I want to do, because I'm freaking out. But that wraps up the Friday, so please guys, for me, please get out, catch heaps of fish. I didn't even get, honestly, catch heaps of fish, but even if you catch one, that's going to be doing one better than me, because I'll be out in my front yard working on my boat in the hot sun, unless it's raining. And actually, you know, touch wood, I really don't want it to rain. I've got too much stuff to do. But that's what's up. That's my weekend. So hopefully your weekend is better than mine. If you guys want to come round to my house and help me fix up my boat, I will not complain. I'll give you beers, and I can just sit down and relax and watch you guys work. It'll be sweet. I love watching other people work. It's actually the best. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That's what this is all about. If you subscribe to my channel, that is one step closer for me to make money off doing what I love to do, which is make videos for you guys. And then I can bring more videos, I'll be less stressed, you guys can watch me fish a whole lot more, and I can bring you guys on so many more cool journeys. So make sure you subscribe and tell everyone to subscribe to my channel. I would love you guys forever if you could do that. So subscribe to my channel, make sure you ring the bell so you get the notifications when my videos come up. While you're there, jump over to my Facebook and Instagram, Keeghan Painted Fishing. Say what's up over there. Shoot me a follow, shoot me a like. That way you can keep up to date with what I'm doing and what's up. And I can keep on bringing videos like this to you, which is what it's all about. However, for now, I'm going to go and finish this beer. Maybe cry in a cold shower about what the workload I've taken on to get finished by this weekend. Have like some sort of mental breakdown, and then just jump right back on the horse and get it done, right? Because I need to. I don't have a choice. I'm freaking out. Oh, sweet beer. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all next weekend. Right now, just chill out. I'm out, dudes. See you guys. Have a good weekend.